What's happening, chess fans? Welcome to Net Chess and Chill. Today is episode number 43 on my journey to 1200 ELO. So, I hope you guys enjoy my content, and without further ado, let's get into today's game. So, switch over, we'll get some tunes on, and we'll play a game. I played a game just a little bit ago that I lost. Maybe we can review it afterwards, but I kind of got, I don't know. I'm not feeling so hot today. I'm a little under the weather, and I think it's kind of affecting my play a bit. Played two blitz games, and then I played a rapid game. I just lost the last rapid, so we went from 1020 down to 1002 again. It's not the end of the world by any means, but we're gonna play a London. So I have an early bishop out. I think that just traditional getting my knight out is a fine move. It also blocks this, though, so maybe we immediately ask the bishop if it wants to trade. I could also just develop as normal. I think knight to d2 is a good move, but I also think that not spending a lot of time in the opening is good. So I'm going to maybe just get this. I'm gonna get this knight out first. We'll play knight to f3. If he wants to chase my bishop, we'll play that game. All right, so we can still play this now. If he wants to trade, we can trade. Bring the knight in. I guess he has a move like this now because my queen is kind of misplaced. So maybe I drop my queen down to e2. Because I don't want him to be able to bring his knight here. He can directly attack my bishop, which sucks. So I think developing is probably my best bet, but I also just don't want his knight to come here to attack my bishop. So I'm going to castle probably next move or play knight to d2. I haven't really decided yet. I could also play c4 and put my knight on c3 if I want to. Might not be the worst thing in the world. But nah, I think in this position I'll be taken with a pawn. So if he takes with the knight, that's a mistake because it's a fork. I'm going to just castle just to get my king safe. And knight to d2 probably coming up soon. That is a hanging piece, so we will take the knight and bring the queen straight back. There might be a way to checkmate here if I play my cards right, but I don't see anything immediately. So he's trying to cause me some problems. However, maybe I don't have so many problems. I could sack. Attack. I mean, maybe not. Maybe not a good idea. I will take here because I think that it's going to benefit me to do so. And I could take here and move his queen again. I don't really see necessarily the point in that, but perhaps it is better. I am up a piece, so I'm down to trade. So I want to just be solid now. I don't really want the queen to be able to come here or here to do anything. So if I play this, the queen can just come here, and I can't really save the pawn unless I push. I'm going to just get my knight a little more involved. If I move here, this is a fork on my pieces. So, what do I do? Let's see. I can bring my queen back. I could play this move. I could... Well, it is a fork, but I can also bring my knight over to here. So, if he plays queen here, I can bring my knight in this way. Alright, so he's going kind of on the offensive. I don't think I'm too scared. I'm going to play c3. So he's going to bring his rook over. Do I bring my queen back and bring the knight in? Or what do I do? Do I bring the knight in and do something like this? If he brings the rook here, he's going to have eyes on this. So that is the idea, I think, right now. If I move my knight here, it defends this. Excuse me. It defends this. However, if he moves his rook over to here, I need to be careful that I don't get in trouble, because I will need to move my queen, and it looks like I only have a few squares. Yeah, I mean, I'd have to move here, it looks like. Yeah, that's a tough spot. Maybe it is smart to bring my queen back. And, it's tough. I want to come all the way back, but I'm worried about him bringing the rook over immediately. I guess it's not the end of the world. If he sacks, I take with the knight. I'm going to bring the queen back, and we're going to move the knight over to f3. Yeah, so this is what we were talking about. Knight to f3, defending this. So it looks like my friend is going for an all-out kind of attack. I can play a move like this, also just stop some things. I kind of like this move for right now. It gives my king a place to move, and I can also... Yeah, I kind of like it. I don't know. It's probably not a good move, but he's going to play rook to f6, it looks like. Maybe. Or he's going to push. If he pushes, I'm taking. But this allows me to also get in. I don't know. We'll see. I don't really know what I'll be playing, so... But I would like to, I think, get my... Alright, so yeah, he is like kind of playing like that. I kind of want to just do this. And build like a super structure. And I think I am going to do that. I think that I'm capable of defending this. My king is in kind of a weird spot, but I think that a move like this makes me pretty rock solid. Perhaps. I am, again, up a piece, but I'm being pretty heavily attacked. We're gonna glue in this knight. If he takes, I can take, I think, this way. So my knight is like super strong right here. I don't know. My opponent can't move his rook to the g file like he wants. He could play a move like g5, which is going to be a little something, but I can take back with the e4 pawn. So maybe I should take like this. I don't really know. Take towards the center. I think we do that. Now I have this file for my rook. So I think we're doing pretty hot here. So he's gonna double on this file, is his idea. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have the attack power. I have a move like this. I don't think I should play that, but maybe bring in the rook. Maybe bringing this rook over. So if I played this move, I can just bring the rook over that way. Maybe that's a better way to do it. I think that works a little better. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. Rook up also looks appealing. I like that my rooks stay on the same file. Though I think that's a little better. I also think that it'd be cool if I could move my queen. Maybe my queen here and then bring in a rook up, or I could just bring the king up. I'm gonna bring the king up off the back rank and move my rook over this way. Making an executive decision. It's probably not the best decision, but it's what I'm doing. So looks like he wants to play rook to h6. He's playing pretty predictably to me. So I'm gonna, without really hesitating, play this move. So I'm not really sure what this is achieving, but I am going to attack the queen. My opponent is playing like, I mean, he's putting it, he's definitely attacking me. So he has a tactic here. So I take the queen, he takes with check. I move here to, I mean, it looks like it might be an even trade. Does this work? No, I have to take the queen. It is what it is. I don't think I have a better move than this. He's going to take the pawn with check. I will move my king, I think. Oh. Oh, wow. He didn't see that. So he definitely should have taken this pawn. That was a big miss, I think. Now I can just move my queen. So I have a check here. I have a series of checks that I can start to give. I think I will start off with the check. We can give another check kind of like this. I can take some pawns. I need to move my queen next. So my queen is definitely under attack, and I'll be going from winning to a losing position. Could also just take a rook so he doesn't have as much counterplay. So I don't have a way to protect the rook and my queen, but I do have this check, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to move my queen, because now my rook is defended by my knight and can't be attacked. And the king is running out of moves, so I will bring my queen into the action over here. Eyes on that pawn. You can also just play a move like queen to c5. Again, everything's defended. Now we're attacking. So he could take this pawn or do something like that. I don't really, maybe bringing his rook down to the h-file so he can give me a check from behind. I don't really know. He has kind of a way to attack me as well, so I need to be careful of what he's going to be doing. Hopefully we can checkmate here, though. It looks like we should be able to. I mean, check. Checkmate. All right. So that one was a decent game. It's better than the one that I lost before this. Felt pretty confident about that. We played with 94% accuracy, so feels way better than the last game I played. I had one inaccuracy, so we can see what that was. So regular London stuff. Trade off the light squared bishops early. They always go for just this big trade. I hate trading. I'd rather you take me, but I'm not really ready to do it in the beginning of the game like this, like just trade off all the pieces in the beginning. That's not how I like to play chess, so I block with the knight. The best move is probably to just castle and ignore it. The computer tells me this all the time. I don't care. I like the way that I play. At least for my level, this works for me. Just blocking, simply. He castled. A lot of people actually bring their knight out to c6, or I think the knight shouldn't go to c6 until this pawn is pushed first. But people also play the move knight to d7 to put pressure on my knight just immediately instead of castling. I brought my queen down. So, yeah, going for... since my queen is already here, and I traded the light squared bishop, this has almost the same effect. Like, if they take, I can just take with the queen and I'm fine. Yeah, and I mean, they can give this check, but I can still block with the knight. And we can kick out the bishop the turn after that, or he can take or whatever. I castled here. This was a blunder because I could just take the knight. So we started off the game pretty high. So taking was not even the best move. Coming back and letting this trade happen, but I get to take back with the knight is better. I really would have liked to see that because I didn't like taking his knight. I didn't think it was the best move. It didn't feel like it, but I was like, he took back in a, with the queen. Whatever. We'll just play like this. I have an extra piece. It's cool to trade. So I brought the knight in to d2, but actually, with all these pieces off the board, it is better to have the knight on c3. I was just worried about the queen coming here, or you know, and attacking this pawn. I didn't really necessarily want to play b3, but I guess I could just bring the rook over as well. So it was better to develop the knight there. Playing this move wasn't necessary either. Going for kind of a stonewall setup and getting my rook involved on this side of the board and leaving my queen over here would have been a cool idea. He actually kind of beat me to it. I brought my queen all the way back after heavy debate with myself. You see, I spent a lot of time here. I spent over a minute deciding whether to bring the queen back or to move my knight in. He does go for this attack on my h2 pawn with his rook and his queen, and I saw it, but I planned to move for it, and it was just the knight defense, and I felt pretty comfortable here. If he wanted to start trying to push pawns, I can take one, so he can't do that. And yeah, he has. If he goes for this pawn, I can't take right now, but what would I do if he played that move? Seems like a severe weakening of the king, but perhaps I just block the queen. I could take the pawn, but then he has this checkmate right here, so I think I'd have to block the queen with the knight. And it ended up being a really good move anyways. So I pushed the pawn. I was kind of worried about this move, pawn g3, but it ended up being a decent idea. And the idea now is like, all right, he obviously wants to bring his rooks over. He wants to like double. He wants to do something on this file. So I brought my knight in. He plays c5. I wasn't worried about this. I was thinking about taking with this pawn, but I kind of, after delivering or deciding a little bit longer, I think taking with the c pawn is fine. But I ultra defended my knight. Let's see which way. So it was best to take with the c pawn. Yeah, I wanted this pawn just in case something happened over here. Like them pushing this pawn. I want to be able to take, I think, with the e3 pawn in that scenario. So yeah, taking towards the center, usually the better idea, and in this case, it was. So I'm defended here. I mean, I don't know what he was trying to do. I'm good. So I don't think that any of this needed to happen. I think I could have even just played a3, and that would have been like, what are you doing, dude? But I pushed the pawn for some reason. Like, I don't know. This was a fine move. The best move in this position is actually to take the open file, and I mean, I'm dang close to having an issue here, but I guess it's not a big deal. If he takes, I lose my queen, but I get both rooks out of it. I don't know. I don't know if I would have done that. Stockfish is way better at chess than me, though. So we attacked the queen. He kind of made a series of weird moves. Taking was all right. I took with the rook. Now, I was worried about him taking right here. So is the best move to take? Yeah. And my best move is to move the king. Oh, and he doesn't even take the queen. Yeah, I guess you have no counterplay. I'm still just up a piece. It's like a big trade. So that was what I saw, was that, you know, this happens, and I figured he'd probably take the queen. Which I guess you should. I mean, I don't know. I don't think there's a better way to go about it. This was a weird, or him taking my rook was a weird move. Yeah, I think just immediate. So this is what I thought he was going to do, was, yeah, he was going to, because once I did this, I was like, oh shit, my rook defends my rook, and if he takes here, I can't actually take back. So this is a nice little tactic by him. Apparently I'm still winning. Just move, take the queen. I mean, yeah, I would have played it. It probably would have played out differently, but I thought that was a nice tactic. It's still completely winning for white, so we're just kind of trading pieces. I went for a series of checks. In this position, I was a little worried that my queen and my rook were hanging, but I did see the move, rook to d7 check on the king. I got lucky with that one. It is his best move, so I guess it's my best move as well. We found the best moves. Okay. So I can't give any checks with my queen in this scenario, but my queen is under attack and I need to move it. So I move my queen over to b5. He pushes, I give a check, and we get checkmate on the very next move. I played like a 1750 in this game. He played like a 1400, and yeah, it's a little better than yesterday's games. I'll do a quick review of the game I played right before this. You guys will laugh at this. This is terrible. I played with 79% accuracy. My opponent played with 85. I went for a Caro-Kann, played C5. I'm comfortable in all these positions almost always, so the best move here is to take first. So that was the two moves that I was debating on, was whether to take or to just go ahead and play E6 immediately. But I took on the next move. Bringing the knight here actually is not the best move. It wants me to go for the pin because there's no way to, I mean, you can kick it. I don't know. It's kind of a funny structure over here, so I guess the thought is, I don't know. It is building pressure on this guy, so I could take here. If he moves the queen, I can just take this and he can't recapture. That's part of it. But we kick out the bishop. The bishop did some moving, brought the knight in. He goes for this check. I actually had a better move than that, and it was just to take the bishop. And the point is if he takes like this, I can take his queen. He captures and I capture, and I'm actually up a piece. So, little nifty trick. I see this often, and I kind of miss it sometimes. Like, this isn't the first time I've missed that move. But we're completely winning here. Straight up a blunder, and it's because my knight is hanging. Like, I don't know what I was doing. This is just a better move, but he takes and I take. I mean, we're fine there, and it's putting pressure on the queen. The bishop is loose then, and I need to think about that the very next move, but we get rid of this knight. You know, my thought was take the defender of the knight, but not realizing my other knight is hanging, and I should probably just do this. He takes, I take, threatening the queen and the bishop. You know, he can play a variety of ways from there, but that would have been a clean way to go. This obviously was terrible by me. Moving my king the other way would have been far smarter. However, it doesn't matter. I just lost right here because I lost the rook, right? So, how the turntables, guys. Like, I mean, literally, I was completely winning in this position, and then, boom, eval bar goes from 2.4, yeah, like 2.4 in my favor to 7.1 in their favor in one fell swoop. So, yep. So you got to watch me lose a game and win a game today, but we're rated 1010 now. So this was the last game, or this was 2 games ago, and the one that we just played got me to 1010. So hopefully we can keep striving in the right direction. I'm just glad to be over 1,000 still. I'm enjoying being 4-digit ELO, and I think that I'm learning and slow improving. So trying my best. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Catch you next time.